Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is an important health and safety announcement. Some of you have been known to use old pallets, wooden pallets, for various things, and wooden pallets have nails in them. And those nails can be particularly nasty and dangerous, and you can cut yourself and scratch fingers and get tetanus and die. Yeah. So I've devised a really good method of getting the nails out of the wood. Right, if you take the piece of pallet that has got the nails in it, and if you put it in there, that will certainly get the nails out of the wood. Good morning to you, good morning. It still is morning, just. What's today? It's the 6th of December, the feast of St. Nicholas. You know the chap, bishop, came from Turkey, created the tradition of giving gifts at this time of year. Well, we could get into a theological argument with that. Perhaps that was the Magi or the Magi, depending on where you went to school. But yeah, St. Nicholas's Day today. For a lot of people, it's the start of Christmas. So my first proper job of the day, I've got an envelope to put in the post box. Yeah, that should go. And the town is sort of gearing up for the idea that it's Christmas. You know, the trees are decorated with presents, cadeaux. That'll be nice, won't it? It's sort of funny weather today. It's neither one thing nor the other. It's not freezing cold, but it's sort of, you know, that damp, chilly sort of cold when you don't really feel like doing very much. That's the chateau, of course, closed for the season. That will be open next year for visitors, but at the moment, sorry, can't take you in there. Let's see if there's anything interesting in the estate agent's window. Oh, I know that house. Yeah, €42,500. Wonderful. One there for 77,500. Don't know that one. Very affordable, lots of these houses, aren't they? There we are. Any preachers amongst you would like to buy an old presbytery? That would be nice. Yeah, lots of property for sale. I'd have to sort of say unfortunately, because it means there's a lot of houses with no one living in them and no one visiting the shops to keep everything going. So I'm going to go to the shops, get something for lunch. Haven't made my mind up yet. We'll just see what they've got. Well, we're back into chickens and eggs, you know, which comes first. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 beams in. I've got the holes cut to lift this 5th beam. I've got bits of plaster knocked off to start on the 6th beam, and so on it goes. However, when I get to that beam there and the next beams, I will need to have that, well, ceiling, floor, call it what you will, lifted. Now, here's the thing. Above that is a stud wall. It's not particularly substantial, but it's got to come down. It's always been in the plan to come down, but it does mean that I need to bite a different bullet and start taking the ceiling down in the room that's behind that wall. Now, I'm sort of looking forward to this. You know, it marks quite a considerable chunk of progress, but oh boy, it's a messy, messy business. Lots of dust, lots of crud of various sorts. I also need, you know, there's a light switch on that bit there that needs to be shifted. I'll probably shift it and put it on that wall there as a temporary, because that light switch works, that light bulb, which, you know, now and then I use. So chickens and eggs, what we're going to do, because it's actually, it's too cold to be mixing and using cement or show or anything like that. So I'm going to bite the bullet and start taking out a ceiling. And this is the ceiling that is going to be taken out. As you can see, it's already got some interesting sags and cracks in it. You know, it's sort of waiting to fall down. It's I'm likely to find a mixture of plasters in there, some plaster of Paris and some ordinary plaster and all sorts of other muck. But of course there's only one way to get on with it, and that is to get on with it. Well, there's a start. That's the dividend. Above this ceiling is firewood. That will be useful. It's what we've got here. It's quite a thick skim coat of, I think it's plaster of Paris over a softer sort of plaster that is sort of bonded to the laths, which of course are split oak, which is handy. Just wait until we get above them. You'll like what's above them. Well, there we are. What is above this lath and plaster ceiling is a lath and mud insulation layer. Again, it's split oak, but that really is mud and straw and gorse and all sorts of lovelies. If any of you have just had your hair done and want to come and give us a hand, you'd be very, very welcome. It's a wonderful job.